All right, hey Sag. May reading. Oh man, all right. So, lots going on. A lot of heavy lifting going on. A lot of karma, perhaps. A lot of growing emotionally. There could be this very strange notion that you feel overly intuitive this month and you're almost unsure how to direct this energy. However, what this is saying for you is if you would like to take a step back, if you need to process, if you need to understand something, if there is someone in your life who is able to help level things out for you, or maybe getting some type of formal help. This could be something to do with the law that you are coming out of. For some of you, though, I do feel like could be the wheel of karma, or the term of karma. There is something or someone on your mind. There could be a situation on your mind. And this month, Taurus season is really making that come to the forefront. And Pisces, Mars is in Pisces, and so is Venus. I have to check my notes. Something just transited to yesterday. And yesterday, meaning this will be days after May 2nd. So there's also another part of you that is looking for a way out. There could be an opening for you, something more for you. I just got a kitty, so we just have to I have to constantly look at her because she's nuts. So the Seven of Pentacles coming after the Three of Wands. It's very clear to you that something is being brought to your attention in the situation that you're in, situationship that you're in. What's coming to the forefront is that whatever answer you're looking for, it's coming quickly. It's coming, and you're being prepared to take a look at things. Again, I think we were talking about take stock last month, right? What do you notice you can do without? What are you grateful for? What is it what is something you may need to present to someone? This is most likely in your love life. Or there's a part of you that is being given this opportunity to take a look at maybe the child, the teenager, or this part of you that's willing to accept this combination of the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the King of Wands. There's this combo here that you recognize has strength. But the thing here is that what is being said is ultimately, or possibly, not being shown. So it's kind of like a face-off, and you may have to decide either to accept something about someone in your life, a very strong male or masculine figure. This feels very much like a partner. This looks like a partnership, though it's also about you deciding something. So it's so funny because that's what I talked to Gemini a lot, your axis. However, something else came to my mind after reading, because I'm looking into things a little even more, other people's works. I read you're juggling a lot at once, and you feel like it's possible that you need this. You love or have lots of love for this Knight of Cups, but you need a King of Wands perhaps. And you're almost afraid to vocalize that, whether it's to even yourself or admit it to yourself or that person, because you maybe not be ready to vocalize that, because you feel like you're juggling a lot at once right now and you need someone stronger perhaps. If there is someone in your life who has that strength, you might start to notice they are making forward movement towards you. And what what is here, all right, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta sit here, okay? What's happening is then by the end of the month, you might find that find a better way to rest, find a better way to end things, to finish things without having to do something like, for example, like self-sabotage, doing something that was in your pattern system in order to end or come to a conclusion about this. And I think what you realize more than ever is that I think Mercury went into Gemini. Yes, Mercury is in Gemini. I want to get into all that stuff in the second part anyway. I really just want to focus on this part. It seems like Taurus really wants to separate that even more. It seems that you find yourself releasing and opening up to a thought process you had been denying yourself. It's possible that it has come up too, but you find that this opening is like, yes, I can do many things at once. I might have to make decisions based off of someone not holding up their end of the bargain, but it's also that you haven't allowed yourself this way of thinking because you realize how long possibly you've been denying yourself of this way of thinking, of this way of processing, or this way of moving or changing. You may be that person that people rely on very much, and you find yourself able to see that deeply within yourself now, but there's this other part of you that wants to have more freedom. You see what you have and it's great, but it's this constant coming back to Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, even from the Seven of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, or 7 to 3 to 2. Sorry, you'll see it in the second part, which will be in a link below on Patreon. You'll see that you can have the freedom that you want. You can have this part of yourself. You can have all of these things and still be the one that people come to and trust, and still have time to feel like young and youthful. It's just this very this month is interesting because nothing's gonna end really. Like, it's gonna keep leading into Gemini season. Everything's gonna kind of keep rolling and rolling, even through Mercury retrograde for you, I believe. But by the end of the month, you're gonna find that you're just tired. You're tired of holding up your end of the bargain, possibly, or on the flip side, it could be you not holding up your end of the bargain too. But you're tired, you're exhausted, and whether it's you or them, there's something that needs to be said. There's a conversation that needs to be had, and it's possible that it's a legal situation, and there could be a big change happening in your life, and a major weighted decision you have to make. But you instantly feel like, wow, you may instantly feel, I don't like ever putting things on you guys, but I just talk in stories. And it's like, this is the way I do one-on-ones. You may feel that this opening and this relief after all this whole month of like kind of going back and forth and maybe taking advice or not taking advice, or having something start and then stop, whether it's a legal matter or not, or some karma that's been coming back into your life if you believe in karma or see karma. There's this settling that happens, but it's not without you seeing how much you've taken from yourself and from your bandwidth, because you're capable of much more if you only had the right support or the right people around you. Because you're kind of wondering why certain things are happening right now. Possibly you're wondering maybe why you keep going back and forth of what my life could look like if I gave this up. You may feel like you're left with nothing, but you're seeing everything you have, and you're kind of just looking at it like, I'm grateful, this is amazing, but you kind of feel like things are sliding off of you at this point, where effort may be even being made by someone and you're just not receptive to it. It may be too late, and not everyone feels that way, and especially someone like you, I feel like people wouldn't relate that to. But if you're able to see like your worth and like who you are, and not really morph too much because you, like Libra, can morph a little bit in relationship and partnership, because you're not someone that doesn't know how to have confrontation. Like, she's biting me right now. She does that. You're learning, kitty. But you just may need the change. You just may need something different. It's just this very obvious back and forth, and by the end of the month you'll get the relief, you'll get the answers that you need. But it's important not to push this month. And if you do decide to push because of what's happening in the transits, just know that it will still you'll have the same outcome. So it's basically like you can choose which way you decide to handle this at this moment. All right, Sagittarius, we'll get to the second part. There is a link below for that. It's also really important, in order for you to get clear your mind, is maybe to, I kept focusing on like the workout. Behind me is very Taurian. The workout stuff, like the mat that's rolled up and then the foam roller. You may need some kind of bodily release as well, if you can. And this girl's playful, so maybe, and she's only been in your reading so far, you and Gemini actually, you may need some playtime too. And we'll see you next month. All information to work with me is below. Yeah. If you have any questions, my email is there too.